listening to Opie and Anthony. On the virus, Sirius-XM.
You working on any movies right now?
What, documentary films?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm working on one, a masterpiece that I've been working on for 2 years, dealing with eugenics. And let me just throw this caveat out on a serious note, just for something that I know your listeners have heard about, because it did get some attention a month ago. Oh, Hillary apologizes. The U.S. government secretly injected thousands of Guatemalan men, women, and children with live syphilis on purpose and told them that it was a vaccine. Oh. You see, it was already declassified. They just announced it to act like, oh, we're sorry we got caught. It didn't just end with poor black folks over 45 years being injected with syphilis, men, women, and children, in Tuskegee. It didn't just end with 4,300 U.S. foster children radiated to death. Just a few years ago, New York Daily News reported that they were taking poor children in New York, CPS was, strapping them down in pesticide studies and killing them.
Come on. Child Protective Services.
Come on, they're injecting Guatemalan kids with syphilis, but they're not giving pesticides to little kids. Come on.
Child Protective Services were taking children, strapping them down and spraying pesticides on them to see what would happen.
No, CPS would take them and then put them in a residential system controlled by Big Pharma, and they would test pesticides on them until they died. They would also test AIDS drugs on them until they died. New York Daily News.
Alex, let me squeeze in for it. Let me ask you this question, and because I believe in this type of shit, okay, as we know, but. Okay, why do one thing if you're them? Why put it on memos to classify or declassify? If it's like a room full of like 10 people, why not go, all right, you 10, we're going to do this fucked up shit, and then if we get busted, there's nowhere to get caught.
Just remember it. Don't write it down.
Yeah, there's no actual fucking proof that we're going to do terrible things to Guatemalan kids.
Right, don't tweet it.
Don't tweet this, please.
Like, you know what I mean? Like how many people are involved with doing something like that? Like, it can't be more than 10.
All right, well, let me answer your question because this is key. Number one, I'm going to answer the question, but first I just want to say it is public. It is admitted. People always say that, well, if 9/11 could be an inside job, we would, people would come out, people would talk. Sybil Edmonds, FBI NSA translator, broke her gag order last year. She testified before Congress secretly. She was listening to the phone calls with the CIA in command of bin Laden on 9/11. Let me go further. Fox News 3 weeks ago. Just search the term. Anwar al-Awlaki, or Al-Qaeda chief, met at Pentagon 2 months after 9/11. This guy's on the news at the time as the number 3 in Al-Qaeda. Now, this is real. Check it out. As the number 3 of Al-Qaeda, and it turns out he's hanging out secretly at the Pentagon. Let me go further. Then the head of Pakistani intelligence, who admittedly wired the money to the hijackers, hanging out at the Pentagon the same time. Hanging out at the Pentagon the day of the attacks. Okay, and the list goes, I can give you hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But listen, they hide it in plain view.
By the way, this is why I don't believe in aliens in Area 51. Yeah. Because I don't believe that the average Joe, which is some soldier that they said keep this secret and keep eye on this. Let
me go further.
Can keep a secret like that.
Let me go further. Let me just drop total bombshells on you right now. Okay, 4 months ago, Washington Post spy talk, written by a former CIA agent, interviews the CIA section chief, and he tells him, yeah, we made fake bin Laden videos for U.S. television. Boom. Just search CIA admits that they made fake bin Laden videos. Well, I knew they were fake. They had linguists listen to the voice. It wasn't him. They did voice prints off the real bin Laden videos. They played them. It's all fake. Let me go further. You can search Fox News admits U.S. government growing opium. It's up 13 times, and they cut to Army and Marine Corps brass saying, yes, we give them the fertilizer and help grow the opium. Now, it came out in Vietnam they were shipping in the opium, okay? Look, they're growing the drugs. And so what do? They come out in the open now and just say, yeah, Yeah, Al-Qaeda's hanging out at the crib over here at the Pentagon. Yeah,
Alex,
we're growing the smack.
let me ask you this.
We're making fake videos. Yeah, we're taking the veterans' death benefits. What you going to do about it?
Alex, let me ask you this, though. In a hypothetical scenario, what is it going to take, would you imagine, for the people, for all of us to go, oh, shit, this is real? Like, what could possibly happen? Like, you're telling these facts that you can find, but what could happen for everybody to go, oh my God, this actually exists?
Okay, well, first do this. What was the last question I forgot about? What was the last question I forgot about?
Why won't anybody, like, with these memos? Why do they make these? Why make memos?
Okay, I wrote that down. Now go back to the new one. I'll answer the new one first.
The new one is, what's it going to take? What's it going to take for everyone to go, this shit is real?
It's not just like one guy that is saying this happened.
Like the people are going to go.
Just to be clear,
wow, fucked up. You guys fucked up.
Right, this is foul.
We saw the guy behind the curtain. We finally saw it.
But people all wake up and it's like, this is it. What's it going to take?
All right, well, let me answer the question, and I'm trying to write these down so I have them all here. Why make memos?
He's making memos.
And what's it going to take? Okay, let's go to what's it going to take. Let me answer the question this way. Do you know about titrating the dose?
Okay, so you're going to answer it by not answering it.
No, I'm going to answer it with precision. Are you ready for this?
What?
What do snake handlers do?
Handle snakes.
And what do they do in case they get bit? They give themselves small amounts of the venom, and they build it up over a few months until they can take a king cobra bite and not even get a headache.
That answers it for me.
No, this is going to answer it.
Yeah.
Patrice says, what is it going to take? Okay. Well, they know that it's starting to come out because of alternative media, so they're titrating the dose. They're showing us the man behind the curtain, but saying he's nice. He brings us popcorn. They are, because the alternative media has shown the man behind the curtain, because they can't deny world government or Bilderberg Group or eugenics or population reduction anymore. But they're now coming out and showing us more and more to acclimate us and to condition us through perception management to go along with it, so that as it begins to come out that this is almost all staged, that people will just be basically desensitized.
Right, when it does finally come out, we'll go, okay.
Do you hear like footsteps in lonely parking garages at night? Are you a paranoid gentleman? Are you always looking over your shoulder because of all this stuff?
That's a good question. And then I'll go back to the turd make memo type stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine, I'm a syndicated radio host just like you guys, and I'm somebody who, I'm just trying to put you in my shoes because I'm also in your shoes. Oh. I'm somebody who goes out and gives public speeches.
That's very
I'm somebody who, I do lock my doors at night because I have children, want to keep them safe. But no, I'm the opposite of that. I'm not a paranoid person. I'm a realist, and I'm bold, and I'm a public figure, and I'm not living in fear. I'm challenging the New World Order. And then people say, well, why haven't they killed you then? Because if they kill me, it underlines, it highlights, it puts 10 exclamation points behind everything I'm saying.
Makes you a martyr.
I think if they killed you, it's just another little bit of venom. That's all.
That's right.
Just a little bit of venom to make it a little easier to get the big bite.
It would just be food poisoning or something, too.
Yeah. It would be like, oh, look at that.
It wouldn't be an obvious killing.
His brakes went out.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, I'm 36, and so I don't think I'll be down to have a heart attack anytime soon. But, you do have a good...
You're only 36?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What's up with the voice?
Uh-oh.
A little too much Jack Daniels and Marlboro Reds.
Okay.
The government's beaming radiation into my throat.
The warrior. I did too many warrior imitations when I was 7. To be honest, I had a little bit of a deep voice growing up, especially when I'm being, calm. When I get excited, it's high. But I didn't ever take speech lessons or drama or anything. I didn't know, starting at about 20 when I started bullhorning, different government officials and people that, I'm screaming so loud that I'm coughing up blood. And so I've lacerated my larynx.
Oh.
And so I've been to a doctor about it, and they said you need to focus and speak from the front of your mouth, which I'm trying to do now, because if you continue to talk like you really talk from the back of your throat, you're going to sound like a dead toad by the time you're 50.
Why don't
So
you
right
just
now I'm having to consciously talk like this to not sound deep voiced, because if I actually talk the way I talk, it sounds like this.
How do you hurt your voice when you're talking out your ass, Alex?
Well, hey, that gives me two mouths. That's one for you, attack weasel, to put your face. Why are you thinking about my ass so much?
I don't know. Because I heard you're 36.
What happened?
Was that attack weasel smart enough to me?
Yeah, fucking Jimmy. Jimmy, shut up.
Listen here, boy.
Goddamn Norton.
I'm a
doesn't
Navy
know when to-
SEAL.
See? You're going to get in trouble with another guy, Jimmy.
I'm just joking. I like Jimmy.
So where was he at? The memo? We was at the memo.
Yeah, the memo.
Well, I want to know about the secret hearing, too. How does he know if it was secret? I get confused by that type of thing.
Now, which of the secret hearings? What are you talking about?
That secret hearing.
With the woman you was
With
talking
the
about.
woman, yeah. How do you know if it was secret?
Okay, well, number one, if you simply go
You
look
said
up.
she did it secretly in front of Congress.
But it was memos. It had to
Okay,
be
you're not-
memos.
But then it's not a secret. If
Oh,
if
look,
it's
we had a
memos.
Perry. Oh, look, we had a Perry Mason moment. Look, guys, we got him. Oh, it's Bugs Bunny here. Hi. Hey, Matt, how you doing there?
Yeah. I got you.
Alex is. We gotta interrupt him because he'll kick our ass. This guy knows what he's talking about.
No, it's a fair question. If she did it secretly, how do you know, Alex?
I know, but I'm trying to answer the question, and that's why the governor got mad. You asked me a question, turd. Now I'm trying to answer it.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Alex?
Let her
That's
rip.
more like Macho Man, isn't it?
Yeah, that was. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Infowars.com. It's gold. Yeah.
They're poisoning us with Slim Jims.
See?
Well,
See?
actually, MSG is a neurotoxin to the brain and an excitotoxin, but it's also addictive. That's why we put it in the food so you eat more and weigh 600 pounds. Step into a Slim Jim.
Wow.
Hey, I like that.
He knows
Answer
that.
the question, Alex.
Yeah, okay.
No,
Oh, that's right. I'm
wrestling
dodging
voices.
now, even though every time I try to, you interrupt.
No, you're
That's
interrupted
true.
with your own wrestling voice.
Okay. I'm just trying to have some fun here. All right, let's get serious.
Jimmy, shut up. To let him talk.
Anyways, okay, let's get serious. Okay, how do I know? Because actually, you guys are right. I can see how that sounded weird. There was a secret hearing, and she went public about it. Okay, Sybil Edmonds, along with Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer, I've interviewed all these people, and many others, the government said, we want to hear what happened on 9/11 from the NSA and FBI people. We want to hear what happened from the FBI agents, remember, who all went public and said, look, we've got gag orders on us from the closed sessions of the House 9/11 Commission. That was the first commission before the Bush's 9/11 Commission, but it happened in both. And they said, we want to hear what you have to say. And then after they would tell them what they'd seen, they'd say, you're now sworn to national security secrecy. You will be arrested if you tell anyone. So it was a way of, oh, tell me what you know. And it's like, okay, now you can go. And then the mob shoots you in the back of the head. But this is a political shoot you in the back of the head. And that's why 6 of the 10 commissioners of the 9/11 Commission have now gone public saying the official story is a lie. And there was, quote, a Pentagon cover-up, source Washington Post. Now, but how do I know about this? Sybil Edmonds, FBI translator with NSA transcripts, listening to Al-Qaeda, and she's now broken her gag order. That means she could go to jail, but she challenged him. 8 years after her gag order last year, she went public and said, look, I was listening to these transmissions. It was mercenaries dealing drugs and weapons. It was Al-Qaeda working with the CIA, the Taliban. It was bin Laden taking orders from high-level CIA. This was insane. And that's what we get from the other whistleblowers now. She was listening to these. And then Stratus Ivy and Able Danger, run by Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer, and the Pentagon blacked out most of his book. He was running a Pentagon hit team, because there's dark side and light side, the good guys. They knew where bin Laden was. They knew where all these guys were. They were ready to kill him repeatedly. They were always ordered to stand down by the CIA and, quote, contractors. Now,
Why?
Now in federal court 2 months ago, it comes out that what is Blackwater doing? They're involved in guns and drugs and trafficking all over. This came out in federal court. It's now come out that Navy SEALs.
What the hell is that?
I don't know what. That must have been on your end.
Okay, that wasn't on my end.
All right.
Anyways, Navy.
That's weird.
Navy SEALs have just been arrested in the U.S. selling hand grenades.
Oh my God! I've got to go get them.
Not a Navy SEAL.
No one gets left behind.
And then what happened?
Remember, Alex, I'm a Navy SEAL.
What is going on?
And then,
Has he answered one question? I'm confused.
I don't know. This shibble,
I totally
this shibble
answered your.
woman-
Hold on. I totally answered your question. I totally answered your question. Lieutenant Colonel Anthony Schaefer, on record, they blacked out his book.
But I can't.
Okay,
Right.
he testified in secret. Sybil Edmonds testified in secret.
I can't
She's
Google
now
fast
broken
enough.
her gag order.
Sybil
She's now
broke her
broken
bag.
it. That's how I know about the secret meeting.
Oh, okay.
The Virus. Sirius-XM. This is the Opie and Anthony Show.